Something that I think unites a lot of people that make content, especially on public forums like YouTube, is the desire to have some sort of impact. This is alternately filed under making a difference, making the world a better place, and in general just leaving things better than the way that you found them. And if you have enough influence, you can move people to action on your behalf, have them do things that they may not do on their own because you are supporting or sponsoring them. But influence and impact are not the same thing. Influence can make one or more people act outside of their own character at your behest, whereas having impact can actually change their character, change their essence to something better. Character is one of those words that people use to mean many, many different things, and so is largely useless, but there's a definition that I heard in church tonight that just blew my mind and kind of made gears turn, and so I want to share with you as kind of how to think of the idea of character. Character is not some ephemeral attribute that you try and develop by just being a good person or something. Character instead is the sum of the drives and the desires that carry you through every day of your life. The drive, the thing that I work morning till evening trying to achieve, and the desire, the thing that I survive morning through evening hoping to find, are both the things that are going to define how I act towards other people and what values I actually convey to them, regardless of what I say has meaning for me. Drive and desire are not really constants in our lives. They're things that can change as our perspective of the world does, and unfortunately, they're also things that can be very sort of easily subverted by the ego, to put it shortly. When the overall drive of my day is to make people take me more seriously or find me somehow essential or even love me to some extent, and my desire is to see people react to me, to see people sort of get something out of me, then even though I might have good intentions on the surface, beneath that, I'm going to have very little patience for other people's problems and for being there for other people when it's not obviously going to pay out for me. And the nasty thing is, ultimately, I can fool myself into thinking that I have a lot of impact because I'm building my influence in these public domains, while at the same time, I'm letting any sort of private impact suffer, become negative even. Several times I have realized that what's been happening in the so-called periphery of my life, the conversations I've had with friends or acquaintances or the sort of small interactions that I have on the side, were far more meaningful and valuable than the really showy center stage things, making videos, making albums, making music, had in that same time frame. For better or for worse, the places that you have the most impact in others' lives, that what you do has fundamentally the most life-altering consequences, are often the things that aren't really announced. So even though I might spend 20 hours on a video or 2,000 hours on an album, at the end of the day, the sum of what I've done that's actually been beneficial to other people's lives may have nothing to do with either one of those things. Now, this doesn't make me give up on trying to have a public impact through these videos or through music or through any other thing that I create or publish, but it does change my perspective on what's really important at the end of the day on a day-to-day basis. Don't be afraid to have a desire to have an impact on people, to even have a public impact on people. But don't be fooled into believing that the only things that count are the ones that are recorded. Out of the sheer nature of human relationships, the people and the situations in which we have the deepest, most significant impact are also going to be the ones where we're not performing and we don't even realize how valuable we are. That is the impact that I want to get right at the end of the day, no matter how much influence I have in the world around me. This is Jacke Karashae, wishing you the most positive of impacts.
With everything I say.